What's good, YouTube? Today we are back here on some Call of Duty Black Ops 6, and today we're going to be doing something just completely different from the normal. We're just going to be sitting down here and just completely just talking about literally just the state of just Call of Duty in general, and just honestly the state of Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and multiplayer. I go over a couple of the things I think are some of the main problems when it comes to this game, and also just my mindset of how I'm feeling when it comes down to Black Ops 6. I want you guys to just comment down below, just everything that I say in the video, just comment down below, just give your feedback and your opinion when it just comes to Black Ops 6, how you guys feeling about it. If you guys simply do enjoy it, you will hear my opinion about how I feel in depth about this game right here. I go on just a little mini rant in today's video, but if you do enjoy, don't forget to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new, and let's hop right into this rant here about Black Ops 6. All right, so we're doing something a little different today. We're not going to be covering any sort of guns. This is simply just a, I guess, a rant kind of section, or just a rant kind of video of me just honestly giving my opinion here just on Black Ops 6 right now, and just not necessarily the decline on it, but I guess the right words to say is the decline on the game. I mean, the game's been out for what, over a month? It's been 2 months. I want to say it's been 2 months. We are on season 1 reloaded. That's our update that we are currently on right now. And right now the state of the game really isn't the greatest, especially when it comes to multiplayer, and also when it comes to Warzone. They're not in the best state whatsoever. And of course, right now this time of year is Christmas, so the devs are of course on their holiday break, which I think they get like a month or so off. They get some insane amount of time off, which, I mean, hats off to them. Of course, they deserve it. They work hard, so they get the vacation that they do deserve. But I don't know, for being off that long and leaving your game the way that it is right now, it's, in my personal opinion, it's unacceptable. And yes, every year we go through this, because every year this is around the time where Call of Duty does release, and of course it is around the time where Christmas is out, and of course they have their Christmas break, so it all does make sense. But this year feels a little different than every other year, if that makes sense. Like, the state of the game, in my personal opinion, is not the greatest. It's worse than it's ever been during this time of year. I can say that with confidence. I mean, obviously it's never the greatest at this time of year, because of course the game had like either just came out or it's been out for a little while, but it's not long enough to the point where they can make some significant changes to the game. But right now I just feel like the problems with Black Ops 6 are ones that really technically shouldn't be a problem. So it all started back, I want to say, right before either Season 1 Reloaded came out, or when Season 1 Reloaded came out. They nerfed the whole two boxing strategy, right? So if you don't know what two boxing is basically where you have a body count, you get your body count, join the game, then you join that account whenever it's in a game, and you basically have a bot lobby. Something that became very popular this year, and that you really see everybody actually simply doing it. And people have their opinions when it comes to that. They like it, they say it's cheating, whatever the case may be. It is what it is when it comes to that situation. I personally don't care about it. It is what it is when it comes to that. Play the game how you want to play the game. If you're having fun and you're not harming anybody, I really don't care. But they nerfed that, right? So they patched it, I should say. Then since that point, the matchmaking of the game really is not good. And by matchmaking, I don't mean like skill based in terms of just getting crazy lobbies and stuff like that. I mean actual lobbies just in general. Like, the game doesn't fill up anymore whenever people leave. Half the time, some of the matches actually start with not even a full lobby. Half the time, whenever people do actually end up joining a game and it's like full, it start off full, and then it'll just simply just end the game with like maybe a 4v3 or like a 5v2. Like, the game isn't, I guess, consistent, if that makes sense, in terms of like the player joining and just the player bouncing with the teams, and like the amount of players actually in the game. It just feels like basically this game's been out for like 8 years and it's dead, and we're barely struggling to find a lobby. That's like the best way I can put it. That's like the perfect example. The game is somehow, some way, is struggling in terms of keeping people in games. And I don't know what happened with the matchmaking that they did to where that, made that possible. But like I said, when they nerfed the whole two boxing thing, that's when this whole matchmaking thing became a problem in terms of just having people in a game. And I've seen people on Twitter complain about that a lot. Obviously they complain about the whole two boxing nerf, but that's like a whole different side of things, because people were even saying that it might even be a glitch as well, because that's really not something that can actually be patchable, if that makes sense. But somehow, some way, they did it. But also, like I said, it might be a glitch, it might not be a glitch. We definitely have to wait till like season 2, whenever they get back in the offices, to actually see if this is like a bug, or if it is a bug. But I kind of do feel like it is a bug, because that whole update, whatever it did, it messed up the matchmaking throughout the entire game. It's not normal anymore. Nothing seems to be the same. Nothing seems to be like working how it used to work before that update came out, and it's kind of scary to even see. And it definitely makes the game a lot more just unenjoyable. Like, I even seen people throughout just the community on Twitter, saying that they won't play Black Ops 6 unless they, have their whole two boxing thing. But like I said, that's a different story. But people, I guess, consistently rely on the two box thing to actually, play the game and actually have fun, which I completely 100% understand, because obviously no one wants to sit here and play sweats all day. Like that's not fun to sit up here and just play sweaty lobbies every single day, every single time. That's just like a different talk when it comes to the whole skill-based thing, because skill-based has been in the game for the last what, maybe 7-6 years, and it's not going anywhere. They say that it gives us benefits, or give them benefits I should say, and that's just on their side of things. So that's where the whole, like, you know, 2-box thing became a thing, and it became very popular this year. I think that's why they actually did nerf it, because they see how popular that it actually was, but they also don't realize how much they actually hurt the player base that they actually created. So I'm not saying that they need to have 2-boxing back in the game to where, you know, the game needs to flow right, but they have to do something with the matchmaking just to where like the lobbies actually feel like normal lobbies, in terms of it being full and just people connecting back when they should connect back. But they'll leave like a game early on and the lobby will just simply never fill up, and I never understand why. Like there's enough time in a game, but the match is like in enough early to the point where people can reconnect and we can just, you know, keep the flow basically normal and going, but the game simply won't connect people. And I don't understand what is, like, I guess the problem I should say. And I feel like now more than ever as well too, just whenever you're trying to like find a lobby, I feel like you just constantly get like the same consistent maps over and over again. It's like nothing is like different. You don't see certain maps anymore. You really see certain modes. It's like after that update, whatever it did, it changed something, bro. And I know I'm not wrong. I know I'm not like crazy or just chatting out the wazoo. It's like that update just made the game just take a complete turn left, and it definitely wasn't a turn for the good either. Like it really did hurt this game in my personal opinion. I definitely think people are like really starting to notice how bad the matchmaking is just when it comes to Black Ops 6. I'm not saying that matchmaking is like the biggest problem, or like it's like the problem, as in like, you know, the only thing that is the issue with the game. Obviously matchmaking is definitely one of the top things with Black Ops 6 that definitely got bad in terms of like the last month or so, like the last week. Because like even today as I'm recording this video, like, a couple hours ago, apparently I guess a dev put out a playlist update that wasn't supposed to go out, so they literally disabled matchmaking, I think through Warzone and through multiplayer, so you couldn't even like find a game, I think, for like the last hour or so. I'll be honest with you, I was asleep. I woke up and I was like, oh wow, okay, that happened while I was asleep. And I'm gonna be honest, that also put people in an uproar, like saying, you know, Call of Duty, you know, fix your servers, basically just giving them a bad rep in terms of it all. So it wasn't a good thing that happened, but because once again that gave them more fuel to the fire in terms of people just talking shit about Call of Duty and just giving them just more hell in general. So that really didn't help their case, but they fixed it. I think after like an hour or so they fixed it. And I even saw people like cracking jokes saying like, oh, the store probably was perfectly fine. And I'll be honest, the store probably was perfectly fine the whole time all the servers were down. I definitely, you know, wouldn't doubt that the store was like okay, but when it comes to the store, they honestly have to make sure the store does work perfectly fine all the time, because that is people's money and you really can't play with people's money. So it is what it is when it comes to that. But like even if you just scroll Twitter and you just, you know, type in like BO6 and just to check out people's opinions and just see like how they feel about the game, and you really see a lot of people saying that Black Ops 6 is like dead. And it's kind of insane, because like the game's been out only for a month, and you know, how can the game, I guess, like be dead? How can people already not enjoy this COD? And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm like in the same boat. I talked about it a little bit yesterday in my video in terms of just like my sense of enjoyment when it comes to Black Ops 6. And I'll be honest, I don't have a sense of enjoyment when it comes to this game. I really don't really enjoy this COD too much, because it's not the greatest. I'll be honest, like the multiplayer experience isn't the greatest. I love multiplayer, I love dropping nukes, high kill games, and just having fun and just going absolutely crazy, but it just doesn't hit the same in this Call of Duty for some odd reason. And it kind of sucks to even say that, because it's a Treyarch game. I just don't feel the same how I felt, I guess, like over the past couple of years when it comes to Treyarch games in general, and when it just comes to, I guess, multiplayer as a whole. Like last year was an amazing COD. Like Modern Warfare 3 definitely was one of the best Call of Duties I've played in a very long time, or just played in general. Like that multiplayer experience last year was so fun and so great that, you know, I think I'm just comparing this game to it, and I can't compare it to that game because that game was out for a year and it took a year to get to that point, and that game was basically a finished product. This one isn't a finished product at all, but I don't know, I think people don't really enjoy this game at all whatsoever. Like even just in terms of like, you know, making class setup videos and stuff like that, and just showing people the best classes and what classes you use in this game. I feel like this year it really doesn't hit the same too much. And I guess I'm speaking from a standpoint to the point where now it's like I don't post class setups anymore. Like I personally wanted to not necessarily stay away from that type of content. I personally just didn't enjoy it as much in general, and just simply wanted to do, I guess, something different, and I guess do more stuff and do something better. But that was like me, my personal mindset, and like where I stand. But I feel like even just class setup videos don't do too good. I feel like people just don't want to watch the game and or just play the game, if that makes any sense whatsoever. I think for a game that was worked on for 4 years, they did a horrible job. I'm be honest. And you can say I'm being too critical because the game has been out for too long, but like I said, 4 years. They had 4 years to develop a game, and this is the stuff that they made. I think for 4 years, this is something that is a letdown. I think for 4 years, certain things that's a problem in the game really shouldn't be a problem, in my personal opinion. But especially when it comes down to like the whole Warzone side of things, I see Warzone has a whole lot of problems in terms of like just the cheaters and stuff like that. Granted, multiplayer, I don't run into cheaters that much, and if I do, it'll probably be most likely in rank play. The rank play is usually the spot where you see the most cheaters because it's rank, and ranks infested every single year, so that's a different side of things. But I think just in terms of the player base and the core player base and just the sense of enjoyment when it comes to this game, it's not there. And like I said, I could just be rambling and just chatting nothing, but I want you guys to definitely comment down below just your opinions, just on the state of like Black Ops 6 and just how you feel about it. Like if you guys are actually enjoying it, if you guys are actually, you know, still playing it consistently. Like I feel like my drive for the game, like it got cut off so quick because in the beginning of the year I did get banned, and that probably gave me a bad taste in my mouth. But once I got unbanned, it was like I didn't get that passion back for this game, or that drive back for this game. And I usually tend to lose that towards the end of the year. Now I lost it a lot earlier than I expected it to, and it's led to me, you know, just not playing the game as much and or just grinding my camos as much. And it kind of sucks because I really want to enjoy a Treyarch game. I enjoyed Cold War when it was out. Cold War was pretty fun, and to see this game be such a failure, have it be another remake of Cold War, and also have it not be successful, it sucks to see it. You know, people for a long time said Treyarch couldn't miss, you know, and I'll be honest, I agree. I agreed, and I agree with it, and I 100% understand it. But like I said before, and I'll say it again, Treyarch definitely did miss with this one. This one really isn't the greatest game, so it sucks, but it is what it is when it comes to that. They have to do a lot when it comes to season 2, and not just in terms of putting out content, just in terms of like actual, I guess, core base of the game and just sense of enjoyment. I want you guys to comment down below, I guess, like, you know, just your ideas and your thoughts of things that they can do to help make the game better, and just things you like to see, you know, to have more fun while you play this game, because honestly the game can use it. It really can use it. But that's enough for me rambling here. I definitely want you guys to just give your thoughts down in the comments just about every single thing. And if you did enjoy today's ramble video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new and you want to see more stuff like this. And I'll see you guys in the next one.